Oh, shit.
We have multiple 600 in progress for most of each. Subject is 25 and appears to have shit his pants.
Get back here. Hi. I'm sorry. I'm so weird. Anyhow, tour dates. You know, I'm coming. You know. What the Craig? September 6th, Batavia, Illinois. September 7th, Cleveland, Ohio. I just farted. Oh, dates. So I just added September 8th and 9th, Toronto. Just added yesterday. Get the nata. What the almost got. September 15th, Yuma. September 19th, the Greensboro, North Carolina. Charlotte, North Carolina. Greenville, South Carolina. St. Louis, Westport. Somebody said, that's not. Whatever. St. Louis area. Westport. I'm trying not to cuss. I caught 2 of them. It's real hard. I'm going everywhere. Tickets, CraigConant.com. Check me out. I love you. You're showing up to shows. You're saying hi. You're buying my little T-shirts. You're supporting the cause, and I appreciate it. And that is what's up. We are winning, baby. And today's guest is the extremely funny Ken Flores. I don't know why I said Kenny. Whatever the fuck he wants. The motherfucker's funny as shit. And yeah, I just check it out. We get down. We talk about some crazy shit, some cocaine days. You know, we're not proud of it, but it happened. And it's good to talk about it because then, you know, we change and we grow up and stop doing cocaine. Anyways, I love you all. Tune in right now. My man Ken Flores, very funny mofo. Peace.
I know, bro. Almost killed me. I was in the hospital all week.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it. Or no, if you don't want to. Yeah. No, I'm here to save your life, bro.
Yeah,
This is an intervention, bro. I'm here to save. Stoner Jesus, what's up, fool? First of all, you are a man. I'm a new fan. You are funny as fuck, bro. I've been dying at your clips.
I appreciate that.
You're a roaster. You remind me of my family. We just be roasting each other.
I think that's where it comes from, though, for real. You know, like as far as like, cause you're Mexican, right?
Yeah, I thought you were LA. That's why I was like, you LA? You're like, no, I'm Chicago. I was like, are you sure?
Yeah, Chicago. I picked up the lingo because I used to come out here like for 8 years. I've been coming out here. I used to just like go to the store and just hang out. Like before I was a comic and shit, and I was like, man, I need to move to LA. But at that time, I was like an open micer. I couldn't even afford that shit.
Yeah.
And then finally, you know, when we started going on the road and shit, I was like, nah, I need to be in LA because you get the spots in at the Improv and shit like that. And I mean, even though it's like no money, you still gotta show face.
Do it. It's cracking.
Exactly. So that's what I wanted to be. Like I always wanted. Like I was a big fan of comedy, so I always wanted to be like part of like the. I mean, obviously, you know, back when like Rogan was at the store and shit like that, like I always wanted to be part of that. And now I'm kind of getting my foot in the door, and it's kind of like, damn,
bro, it's all happening. You're funny as fuck.
I mean, just to be on this fucking podcast is a fucking crazy, you know?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
And you're blowing up, and you're selling tickets.
That's the best part, man.
And that's what's up, bro. Now, you're gonna get Hollywood, but the beautiful part about being your man of your own volition, selling tickets, just independence, is you don't need anything.
Yeah, the dog. Like I didn't come with no expectations to Hollywood. You know, like some people come out here and like dying to get like an agent or dying to get like, you know, representation. And like to me, that shit was like, I didn't even give a fuck because it's like I'm already selling tickets. Like even if I just do one nighters for the rest of my life, that's already winning. More money than like I've ever made at a job. So when I got, you know, I just actually got picked up by agency last week and management and shit. Like all that shit is extra to me though. It's like. There's to me. I don't feel like it's shit really because it's like, bro, I can't believe that people come see me.
I hope you can see that's why it's working out for you though. It's that shit I preach about and try to practice. It's just like, oh, I don't need it. I'm cool, but I'll take it. You know,
right? Yeah.
Like you didn't. Anybody trying? I want a manager. I want an agent. I want. And they don't get it, but you're like, whatever. And then blue. That's the whole point,
bro. Yeah, like I was like, I mean, not to, I feel like if I say it comes off wrong, but it's not even that. It's just that I was so chill. Like, I'll be skipping meetings. I had like meetings with WME, and I was like, I can't make it, just because I was like not irresponsible, but it was just like it wasn't like important to me. Now like that I'm getting like the gays, and I was like, oh yeah, I should have took it that a while ago. But
Ooh, I fucked up.
but it's kind of like cool.
That was a TV show.
I feel like I'm already like I mean, again, that's why I'm a big fan of you, because you talk about the dark times in your life, shit that happened that was bad, and you to turn it around and be a successful comic. That's why I love you, and I love people like Felipe Esparza as well that kind of have the similar background that let you know it's possible to switch your life around. I love you
too, and I love him for that exact reason too, because he's public about it. I'm not putting him on
no,
blast.
Of course not.
He was a drug addict pretty bad, and now he's not, and now he's a fucking millionaire doing what he loves, and that's my whole point. Like, if he could do it, you could do it. If I could do it, you could do it. It's just Robert Downey Jr. was a heroin addict, all right? I mean, he's got a little bit more talent than me. I'm honest, but I'm just saying, if he can, you can do it, motherfuckers.
Hell yeah!
Like that character, you can do it.
That's the fuck. Like I even when I joined, I was just such a bad cokehead, like a regular Mexican cokehead, like just buy a 24 pack of Modelos on Friday and an 8-ball and just kick it in the garage all weekend. But then I started getting into comedy because I was like, I want to get away from drugs. Coming to find out, everybody in comedy is fucking drug addicts.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, Now there's like coke at the mics and shit. It's like
at open mics,
yeah.
Motherfuckers, wait till you're successful.
That's what I'm saying.
What are you doing?
Like I was on a race to kill myself, not literally, but like
self-destructive pattern.
Exactly.
Hey, me too, dog. Game recognized game.
Exactly. And it was like now that shit started to work out, I was like, fuck. I gotta get my shit together. What the fuck? I was just in the house. I had never been to I never had no medical stuff, even though I'm a big motherfucker, and I was doing coke for already like 12 years. I'm only 27, so like every weekend. And then now as a comic, it's almost become like an everyday thing. And I went to the hospital. That's why
you were late, huh? It's all coming out. I'm just kidding, fool. I'm just kidding.
I got out the hospital Saturday, bro. I was in the hospital for a week because I had blood clots in my lungs because of the cocaine use, because of the being unhealthy. So now like the doctor, they were trying to give me one of those life vests that shocks me and shit. Like, if in case like my heart goes like down a certain. But I was like, fuck that. I think I'd rather die than wear that shit, fool. But regardless, I was like, now I gotta fucking fix my life. Like,
nah, bro, we'll take you to the jungle. We'll go to Mexico. We'll get you on a juice cleanse. You'll come out namaste.
We'll get a BBL.
You'll get a BBL. Your dick will grow 4 inches.
I need that.
Eat that papaya root. No, but that's it. Just one day at a time, too, man. I know how hard it is. I struggle with drug. I'm quitting weed again, and it literally, I fucking want to kill myself.
Dang, are you already on a roll?
No. Day one, homie. That's right. I made up my mind. Yeah. I made up my mind.
That's good. How long did you go back to that?
So weed I've been on for 2 years, and I'm off of narcotics and alcohol for 10 years. Actually, August 10th, it just passed. I didn't really promote or post or whatever, just because I smoke weed and it feels weird. I don't say sober. I'm sober from alcohol and narcotics. But yeah, 10 years, 2 years with weed, and I don't know how to have a healthy relationship with it. I'm a glutton. It's just and I've said this a million times, like, weed's fine, but my whole shit is, I said this before, I don't want to be fine. I want to be great. Yeah. And weed, it just makes me lazy, dog. Just fucking, that's the truth. There it is.
You don't feel like there's a little bit of edge, though? Like, without the weed, like, you don't feel like you need something?
That's what I struggle with so much. Yeah. It is a medicine. It does help me, but then I immediately abuse it, and then it's not a medicine. And I make the analogy, it's like, motherfuckers, weed is put here on this planet for you by God. It is seed and His soil and His sun. It is natural. But just like medicine, you're supposed to take aspirin once in a while, not every day, all day, motherfuckers. You're not supposed to be sipping on Dimetapp. You start hallucinating. I know. I did it. But we ruin shit. It is fine, but I don't know how to do it. And that's my whole shit. And it's just fucking annoying having the hungry wolf that's always like, yeah, go bareback that hoe. Yeah, go sniff that shit. Go smoke that shit. Yeah. And it never is full.
Yeah, portion control's always been my problem too.
Yeah.
Food, I'm addicted to food. I'm literally addicted. Like, there's times where, now I'm trying to watch everything, obviously, because of my health, but there's times where like I will catch myself eating just because I was bored, like it's just like I'm gonna eat because there's food, Even when I moved out, when I was living by myself, like it was just I'll buy groceries and then I'll finish all the groceries like in a fucking day. I'd be like, damn, I don't got shit for the rest of the week, but I was eating just because it was there,
I have a fridge, it's full.
Yeah.
I'm the same way with drugs. Well, if the jar's full, we better get rid of it.
Yeah. Night's not over till it's
Are you
over.
sure you're not my family?
Bro.
Dude, my whole family, my mom, they all struggle with the food. And my grandpa's Mexican restaurant was called El Gordo's, not because he was skinny. And it's just hard, man.
Yeah, it definitely is. I never say it's a family thing with the drug use, but I have an uncle who's like a functioning crackhead, and I live with him right now.
Well, that's not helping.
No,
it's hard to get clean.
Definitely not. No, I came home from the hospital on Saturday, and he welcomed me with a beer. He's like, "Here, man." I was like, "I don't think I'm so supposed to have that."
You're like, "Uncle, you don't get it, man."
Yeah, I was like, "I'm dying here, man."
Yeah,
but it was funny because he's actually the same person that gave me meth for the first time. On accident, bro. Like I remember being out here and getting drunk with him, and we were just playing corridos like Mexican music and shit. And they just kept referencing to cocaine, and every time they referenced to cocaine, we would just look at each other, and eventually we just broke the ice. Like, "What's up? You got some?"
Yeah.
I was like, "I got some." He's like, "Let me get a bump." I was like, "Fuck it." So we started doing coke, and when I ran out, I sent him for more because he was from here. I was visiting from Chicago, and that motherfucker came back with meth, bro. But he didn't tell me. He just gave me a bump, and I took it. That shit hurt the shit out of it hurt my face like somebody punched me, bro. And I was like, "Hey, man, what did you give me?" He's like, "Oh, it's kri-kri." And I was like, "What the fuck is that?" He's like, "Oh, it's crystal meth. Like, it's crystal meth mixed with cocaine." I was like, "Why didn't you just get the fucking cocaine? I gave you $200 for an 8-ball." He's like, "Yeah, man, they didn't have it anymore."
He's like, "We got extra
I
strong."
was like, "You didn't fucking act like you just made an executive decision and said, fuck it, we're all gonna do meth this weekend." And I was like, my budget was I would come out here with like $800, like a 2 weeks paycheck, just to like have fun. So then I'd be like, well, that was $200 out of my budget. So either I'm not gonna do it, and the money goes to waste, or I'm gonna do that shit, bro. I ended up doing that shit, the whole bag of meth, bro. I fucked a prostitute in Van Nuys. It was fucking crazy, bro.
That's a fucking party, bro.
Bro, in the RV,
man.
RV. With her kid in the living room with the RV. Crazy as fuck, bro. I mean, I regret it, but I didn't even come. She just sucked my titty for like 20 minutes because my dick was flaccid because I was off so much meth.
Yeah, that happens.
But
anyways, that's so funny, bro. Yeah,
that's my roommate.
That sounds like one of my stories. Yeah, my uncle fucking bamboozled. Mine was a cousin though. No, yeah, it's my one of my uncles quit cocaine and got on speed, and then it was the 80s, it was different. And he's like, "Yeah, it got worse." I'm like, "Yeah, no kidding, huh?"
No shit.
My uncle Gus was a pool hustler. I make jokes about him, but it's just funny. He had a tortilla factory in Mexican restaurants, and he sold that shit to get capital, get money, to become a street hustler. And the whole punchline is like, "Gus, you did it backwards." What are you doing?
Got rid of the business and start hustling.
Yeah, all these gold chains. He showed my cousins his pistol, and they're gangsters from down the way. And my dad would call him out like, "What are you doing?" And he pointed at my daddy, and then my dad's like, "You're an asshole." And I was like, "This was a Christmas party, bro. This was a Christmas party."
Sounds about right. Yeah, sounds about right.
That's why I keep asking her, "Are we related?"
Yeah.
And just fun though. I obviously it's dark times. I enjoy shit like that because I like to make fun out of fucked up, horrible situations.
Yeah.
To then be like, we're all fucked up. We're all fucked up. Now let's try to get better. As opposed,
Yeah.
let's try to get him off meth and out of the trailer park, getting his chi-chi sucked by hookers. Let's get.
It wasn't even a trailer park. It was just the Costco parking lot.
It got even better,
bro.
Oh my god, dude. He's like, it was in a tough shed.
Yeah.
We were on the lot,
bro. I got out after
someone tried to buy the shed while we were in it.
Bro, I got a slice of pizza afterwards.
Yeah,
bro.
we told the kid, "I thought you were lookout, fool. What are you doing out there?" You're gonna make me share a story I haven't really shared. One time I was doing DirecTV installations, and I was all drug addict and all coked up, and I was on an all-nighter. And when you just party all night and just go to work on cocaine and alcohol and Oxycontin and weed and stuff. And then I saw a street hooker, and she gave me the eyes. And I was about to go install a DirecTV dish. And I was like, okay. And then, it just happened right there in my DirecTV truck, right on the street, for the whole world to see. And it was dark days, dude. It was dark days.
Did they ever find out?
No, just me. I never told anybody until right now. It's some stuff you keep close to your chest, bro. But you inspired me to share the dirty deeds. But it makes you change, though. That's the fucking point. Like, obviously, I know I did that. It was definitely severely cocaine induced. And keep in mind, this was like 15, 20 years ago. I'm old, dude. And, but the point is, like, out of dark comes something good. Like, hopefully, maybe
a fat nut.
Yeah, at least I busted. God, that's so dark. Don't do drugs. Don't do hookers. Clean your life up.
Yeah.
Message from us to you.
Yeah, for real.
Well, I once again, I love talking about this shit because more people relate to this shit and they're like, oh, they're real.
Yeah,
what am I going to say? I went to church? I did. None of it sank in.
Bro, the worst, I remember, I've never caught a criminal charge because of cocaine. I've been so lucky. I've gotten pulled over with it so many times, though. One time I was in a drive-thru at McDonald's. It was a Christmas Eve morning. Morning as in like past midnight. But we were out late or whatever. And my homie, he wasn't installing DirecTV, but he was doing insulation. So he would go in people's homes and he found this fucking BB gun, but it didn't have like an orange tip, so it looked like a real gun. And he stole it from the house like a fucking junkie he was. And he picked me up, and then we ended up drinking all night, doing coke. And I had an 8-ball on me, and we went to McDonald's because that's how fucking fat we are. We're the fucking cokeheads that do coke and still eat. You feel me? Like, we're different. But we went to.
I've said that before in a rant.
Oh,
I said, if you can eat on cocaine, you've been doing it too long.
And we got used to it.
It's true. Because after 10 years, you're like, I'm hungry.
Yeah. For real, dude. Doesn't affect
you.
you.
An 8-ball and a cheeseburger.
Yeah, jaw stops. Jaw doesn't even lock anymore. You just get hungry, dog.
Oh my God, this is funny.
And we pulled up to the McDonald's, and this dude was all fucking coked out. He fucking ordered with his gun now, bro. Like, with the gun pointing at the fucking menu.
Oh, God.
Bro, we had the SWAT surround us.
Of course.
And they fucking pulled us over. You know, they stretched our shit. But the point of the story is I had an 8-ball, and it was open, and I put it in my waistband when I saw the cops. And, bro, when they were searching me, they knocked it down. So, bro, they never found it. But my whole ball sack, everything was covered in cocaine.
You're like, that's baby powder.
It
that's
was
baby
like,
powder. They went like this.
Bro, well, you know, as a cokehead, bro, when I went to the bathroom after they fucking pulled us over, towed my homie's car, I just cleaned all that shit with my nails and ate that shit, bro. That's real cokehead shit, bro. Like,
you got your buddy sniffing your nuts, but no homo. Come sniff my nuts.
Now that I think about it,
there's some in my pubes, bro. You missed the spot.
Yeah, at 5 a.m., somebody's scraping my nuts. You feel me? Like, but it was disgusting, shit, bro. But that's.
I remember eating in my low days, eating like a Coke booger. You know,
my favorite. In the morty-ish.
You put a little.
I can't do this. I be throwing up easy.
Too much. Okay. Oh, wait, one more cocaine story.
Yeah,
Did I tell my story of Mexico? Me and my buddy went down there.
It's been a while.
It's been a long time. All right, let's do that one. So me and my buddy were going to the Angels game. And my dad said hey, I got free tickets, and they're like good seats. So I was like, fuck yeah. So I hit up my buddy, and we used to party, you know. And then we get coolers of beer, this, that, drugs, and we go to the Angels game. And as I'm pulling into the stadium, I go, we didn't get the tickets. And we're like, fuck, and we're already there, and it was kind of like a machismo guy thing where I was like, fuck it, let's go to Mexico, and he's like, fuck it, let's go, and then none of us backed down, even though we didn't really want to go, you know, it was kind of like a dick measuring contest, like, I'll fucking go, and then we went, and we crossed the border, and we both looked, we're like, I can't believe we just did this shit. I'm like, I didn't really want to, but nobody was pussing out. And we went to TJ and Rosarito and Puerto Nuevo. That's my white side coming in right there with that accent. I'm sorry. I try my best.
Hey, man.
Look up my grandma if you think I'm bullshit. Eduviges Moria Lugo Soto. From Chihuahua. Anyways. And the server, we buy lobsters and steaks and shit. And we're eating like kings. And then the server was like, cocaine? And we're like, what? And we're like, all right. And then he gave us some fire. And then we were done with that like that.
God,
and then we went searching the streets of Rosaritos and pop us some beers for. But this is like Tuesday at like 4 p.m. There's nobody. It's just me and him and residents. And we're going down alleys. We're going up and like up into rooms and bars with people, you know. And they're like, yeah, come with us. And we go. And then we just get more shit. And it was fire. And nothing bad happened. And we're going in like rooms, bro. Like we went up, like they closed the cage elevator up in here, and they're like, "These white boys want some blow," and they're like, "Who the fuck are they?" And I'm like, "I just want coke. I'm a drug addict, man." And then they did. It was fine. And then we
just sound like an independent movie. And
yeah,
shit, you feel me?
they didn't kidnap us. They knew I was a halfie.
Bro, they do.
Then we got lost, and this is a long time ago. No maps, no GPS. No cell phones. We had maybe a pager. And we're lost in Mexico at night, coked up. In a white Ford Ranger. Dude, just lost. Just driving the hills like, right, left, like guessing.
Oh, you guys went with the car too?
Huh?
You guys took the car with you?
Oh, yeah. We're in my car. We're just driving the hills of TJ. Like, I don't know, bro. And we end up at this grocery store. And this family goes, like, they just can tell. We also have that sick look. Like, we fucked up.
Sweating and shit?
We were going to go to sleep in the back of my truck bed and try it again in the daytime when we could see. And then this family saved our lives. They're like, what are you doing here? We're like, we're lost. We're on drugs. And then they took us to the border. And it was like 30, 40 minutes, left, right, left. And I tried to give them money. I tried, and they wouldn't take none. They just were good people. And they just saved us. And then we went, and it was a quiet ride home. We're just like this.
Fuck, bro.
Like, you know, don't do drugs, kids. That's the message.
Man.
Clean up your life.
That's badass, though, man. It's like they really saved y'all. Like
they
that.
did, though. Good people.
Fuck.
Because we were just literally about to cry and go to bed in the back of my truck. We had no money, no nothing.
Fuck.
We were just fucked, lost, coked up, whiskeyed up, tequila'd up probably at that time.
Yeah, people go missing like that. Fuck that shit, man.
Yeah. We didn't even tell anybody, even that. Nobody even knew we were fucking there.
You got home, they're like, how's the Angels game?
Oh, it's good. Langosta. It's lobster in Spanish. I told you. I know Spanish, motherfucker.
That's fucking crazy, bro. Fuck, bro.
Damn, dog. But it's scary, but that's good that I don't do that no more, and hopefully we'll get you not to.
Do you remember the last time you did it?
Cocaine?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Probably 10 years ago. When
But you don't remember, like, the occasion? Like, it was like, oh, it was at my birthday party.
I think it was my birthday party and the whole cousin thing. I guess my cousin tried to help me walk, and I was like, hey, come here. What's happening? I don't know. I don't like to talk about it.
It was one of those.
Why you think I'm sober, dog? Anyways, people got problems, and it's about acknowledging them and dealing with them and working on them.
That's good, man. That's fucking, man.
We're all fucked up. At least I admit shit.
Yeah,
These
yeah.
fucking pussies out there. I'm fine. Oh, really? Probably cut your kid, psycho. I don't know. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like anybody who says they're perfect, like, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we work with, he was my old coworker. We work with one that was always happy, and then every third month just bawling. You're like, we know it's not feasible to be happy all the, let it out. Yeah, just wild shit. What else, bro? I'm a bad interviewer, though. I'm glad you're in the hospital twice or just once?
Well, twice for the same shit.
Okay.
I was in the hospital. The first time was in New York, bro, in June. I was in the hospital, and I went because I had like shortness of breath since April. I lost my voice. I was doing one of my first headlining nights at Zany's in Chicago.
Nice.
And I had lost my voice that morning, and I was like, fuck. Like, I don't want to fucking, like, I'm not gonna cancel. I need the money. Like, I can't cancel. So I fucking did it was 2 sold out shows, and I did it with no voice, bro. But the people loved it, you know,
Yeah.
like they still fucked with it or whatever. So that was that. And then from there, I was just starting to feel like shortness of breath. My voice kind of never really came back. And I did like a run of like Austin, a few different cities, and people were like, he was good, but he didn't have no voice. I still got clips that actually went pretty viral with no fucking voice.
Yeah.
But regardless, anyway, I ended up doing an East Coast run with Renee Vaca, and we were gonna do Philly, Jersey, New York, and we did them. And then by the time we got to New York, we had 5 shows in New York. By the third show was a Saturday at 9 p.m. I went on stage, bro, and I felt like I couldn't catch my breath. Like, I felt like I ran a mile type shit. Like, it was bad, bro. And when I was on stage, I was supposed to do like 30. I did like 15, bro. And I got off stage and I was like, fuck this. Like, I need to go to the doctor. And I was supposed to fly to LA the next morning. So it was a straight flight from New York. But I was like, I'm not going to make it in the flight. Like, something's wrong with me, you know? And I feel like as a man, it takes us a lot to get to that point, you know? But I was like, fuck that. I'm going to the hospital. So I Ubered from right there. Our guy, Miles, who works at the Laugh Factory, you probably know him.
Oh, yeah. I love Miles. That's the man.
Yeah, exactly. He came with me. He was with us. So he came with me to the hospital. And as soon as they checked my pressure, my blood pressure, they fucking shut down the hospital damn near, bro. Like, they brought in a whole team from the trauma.
Damn.
It was like some shit out of like Grey's Anatomy, bro. Like real movie like shit, you know. And that was my first time ever, so I was all scared and shit. They put the ventilator on me or whatever, the BiPAP mask or whatever, and then yeah, like they fucking started doing ultrasounds. Like, oh, it was crazy. Like they were making it more dramatic than it was.
You're like, I just thought I lost my voice.
Yeah,
what are
like,
you
what
doing?
the fuck is going on, bro?
Check my throat.
Yeah, like they basically thought I was having like a heart attack. And the thing is that when I couldn't breathe, I wasn't going to the doctor. I thought I'd find a quick solution, so I bought an over-the-counter inhaler like at CVS, and it was what it contained was this thing called epinephrine or something like that, and that shit races your heart more.
Oh no!
So instead of like opening my lungs, it just sped up my heart.
Yeah.
On top of that, I'm doing blow. On top of that, I'm drinking. Like, I'm about to die, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm not stopping until finally I couldn't breathe. Like, I couldn't catch my breath. I was like, we were staying at a hotel, bro. I couldn't even go from the room to the lobby. Even if we were getting picked up in the front of the lobby, that costed me a whole bunch. And I'm a fat motherfucker, but I was like, I should be able to do that.
It's a beautiful thing in the sense is like, I hope you know that's your wake up call.
Definitely.
Yeah. You're too funny, bro. We need you around forever to make these fucking jokes and roast these nurses and shit.
And well, the first time, well, that was my first time at the hospital. So the thing is that obviously they told me, like, you got to lay off the cocaine. You got to lay off all the bullshit. And, you know, and as you hear it, you're like, oh, yeah, for sure, 100%. But then you get out of there and, like, that demon is like, but you feel good now. Like, you could go harder. Like, and that's what I fucking did. I went harder, bro. Like, because from there, I flew to Chicago. I did Zany's Rosemont. This just happened like in June, but it started since April when I first did Zany's in Old Town. It kind of all comes back to Zany's for some reason. Then I did Zany's.
You gotta stop doing Zany's.
Yeah, I know, right?
Zany's a great club.
Zany's fucking me up. Then I did Zany's in Rosemont, bro. And from there, I had Miami Improv with Renee. So it was like, I never been to Miami, you know?
Yeah.
And then Miami's like cocaine town, you know? So we fucking went to Miami, and like the first thing, there were motherfuckers at the airport asking me if I needed coke, you feel me? Like, it was like that. So I got some before I even got to my hotel, bro, from the airport. And I hadn't even been home to LA. I went from the hospital to Chicago to do my shows, then to Miami to do those shows. So by the time I came back to LA, I was already on drugs and drinking again before I even made it home from the hospital. But from there, it only took me like, I mean, what is it, August barely? So it only took me like a month and a half to start feeling even worse than when I first went to the hospital.
Yeah.
I was breathing in and my fucking upper back was hurting. I was spitting up blood. So at that point, I got scared for real. And that's when with the whole agencies and all that shit happened. So I was kind of starting to like, be like, okay, this shit's kind of getting serious.
You got a bright future, man. Let's get this shit under.
Yeah, man.
Knock it off. You know what I'm trying to say.
I went to the hospital in LA, and right now, I'm finally out. I picked up my meds this time because last time when I left New York, they gave me my meds, and I never even picked them up. Like I just fucking, I don't know, I'm retarded, fool. But this time I got everything, dog. So I'm on top
I
of
got
it.
some shaman too. You want a shaman down the way?
I don't know what that is, fool.
You're Mexican, like a fool in the jungle that'll heal you naturally.
Oh,
This
shit.
fool will take your pulse and tell you your childhood.
Shit.
I got an Indian fool, and I'll show you some Dr. Sebi clips.
I probably should do something like that, man.
Yeah,
for
just to
real.
go to the jungle, bro. You need to cleanse, do a fast, get it right, because
Yeah.
you're too funny, bro. You're so funny.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate that.
Yeah,
man.
and everything's coming, and cocaine will, you know where that goes.
Yeah, man. And then it's so cool to see like comics that like I look up to like at the clubs, and you see them walking around because they've been touring for years, and you see them walking around with their hot teas and shit. At first, I was like, that shit's gay, but then it's like, oh wait, if you want to be in this shit for years, you have to take
You have
care
to
of
take care of
yourself.
yourself. You
Like-
realize real quick that most of the crazy crackheads or alcoholics, there's not many of them because it's not sustainable.
Yeah.
There's like 2 that pull it off, and the rest are a liability and a risk. It's
Yeah.
not the 80s anymore.
Yeah, and that's my problem. Like when I again, it had to kind of do with that mindset where it was like, well, I'm already here. Like I shouldn't even be here, so it's already a celebration. So I was taking every set, like every good set at the Improv or at the wherever. I was celebrating. I'm like, oh my god, I just performed, and fucking Tony Rock went after me. Like, I'm like, what the fuck's going on? What is life?
Yeah.
But then eventually it's like, oh, this is my life, and if I want to stay in it, I gotta stop fucking celebrating after every set. How about try some new bits, you know?
We'll
Use it for what
celebrate.
it's for, you know?
We'll celebrate with some hot tea and some
Yeah,
scones.
exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
buddy. We'll clean it up.
But I'm ready though. I'm
We
ready.
got you, bro.
I think the hardest part was to make the realization and then make the want to make the change. Now I want to do it. So
Dude, that's 90% of the battle. Just acknowledging that you do have a fucking problem. These people out there don't even admit shit. They'll be getting street hookers and won't admit it, you know.
Yep. I let people know.
No wonder you're
man.
smiling in your marriage, Todd.
Right.
I seen you on the streets with me, bro.
Yeah. But and in the future, if I ever become successful, they're like, oh yeah, comedian Kevin Flores pulled over, had 2 hookers in his car. I'm like, bro, y'all knew me.
I said it. I did it before
Yeah,
comedy.
Right. I used to save up for this shit. You feel me? Like,
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Yeah.
What is it with cocaine and deviant behavior? Never sober in my life, I was like, I'm gonna get a hooker. But on alcohol and cocaine, it is almost mandatory. Let me tell you.
bro. They go
Any
together,
real cocaine
bro.
will agree with me too. No.
They go together, like,
Yeah.
like,
Salt
cause you
and
don't
pepper,
want,
cocaine and hookers.
cause you don't want no regular bitch that you want a hooker, you know, so you don't
Yeah.
feel bad about it after.
And a regular girl on cocaine for too long, who do you think becomes the hooker?
Yeah,
That's too dark. Craig. That was too far. Anyway,
a regular girl on cocaine starts
joking
talking about
around.
feelings and shit, though. That's not cool.
What, catching feelings on cocaine?
No, I'm saying a regular girl on cocaine too long. Like, yeah, eventually, like, by day 2 at the hotel, like, she starts talking about her feelings and her childhood drama.
And you be like,
I ain't
girl,
trying to hear that shit. I got trauma, too. Get the hooker. Get the hooker.
Yeah.
The hooker don't say shit.
Are they?
We know
fall-
your childhood fucked up.
we know your child is fucked up. We just had sex in a bathroom at a bar. Oh shit, that's so funny, man. Yeah, that's how powerful cocaine is. You can have sex in a bar bathroom with no fame.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But you know it's crazy because, like, as a Mexican, there's also a culture in cocaine with Mexicans. Like, all the tios will do it, you know, they'll do key bumps. And, like, Mexicans will, like, get one on special occasions, like a bag, like on Christmas or the birthday. But they're not doing it every weekend. Like I feel like the new generation like myself or white motherfuckers, like, we try it and we just get hooked. Like, we have to have it at all times, no matter what. I got, like, my uncles who do it, like, every once in a while, and they're never, like, fiending for it. But it's just part of the culture.
It's a weird thing. It's
Yeah.
like, how are you functioning? How you
Yeah.
just do that once in a while?
And I never seen a fucking Mexican die of a fentanyl overdose. You know, that's white people shit too.
Yeah, it is.
Like no tios ever like, oh, he fucking got a wrong bag. Like, no, he was good forever. Cholesterol got
They
him.
just put a pepper in his ass and wakes him up. That's the habanero right there. Macho. Oh my god, that's funny, dude.
Anyway, my bad.
Yeah, you should come to one of my parties, man. You gotta meet my family, bro. I
Hell
swear to
yeah.
God, my cousins, you can.
He said parties. I just thought about cocaine right away. I was like, yeah.
I know. No,
Yeah.
I know they're crazy too. My fucking cousin's like, can I bring my pew pew to the club? I'm like, no. I was like, I'm sober. He's like, oh, my boy's got some shit. And I'm like, well, no. Like, what are you? I fucking getting you in free. You ask if you bring your fucking pistol and an 8-ball. I'm like, guys,
Yeah.
it's fucking not the hood. We're going to Hollywood. It's a little hood, but you know. Wild boys.
Yeah, man. I know. Like the first few, like, and I've had a few clips of that go viral because of cocaine. They speak about cocaine. So a lot of my fucking, I mean, I don't like to call them fan base, but a lot of people that follow me are coke heads. So when we do shows, like we'll do meet and greets or whatever, I always finish the meet and greet with at least 2 or 3 grams of coke on me from people. I never do it anymore, but like it's like so hard not to.
You go, hey Renee, test this shit out.
Bro, I'm the tester.
I don't want to die.
Or sometimes I'll make people test it, but like it's funny because like I'll have shows like at a haha, maybe I'll do like a one night or whatever, and then like the bathrooms are just packed with everybody doing cocaine, bro. Like clubs kind of got the hang of it already, but they told me they're like, yeah man, you're everybody that fucks with you is a cokehead, but they spend a lot of money on drinks, so we don't mind.
Yeah.
I was like, I bet.
That's so funny. Mine are just weed heads. It's the same thing, but I get a couple of eighths of weed by the end of it. But
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I won't smoke it.
That's I mean, that's way safer, you know.
Way safer. Yeah. Yeah, be careful, dog. Narcotics, man. That shit is crazy.
I know, man. I mean, I don't know if I'm lucky or what, but I've never had some crazy shit like, you know, the shit that goes around with the fentanyl and all that. But there's been some times where I remember I did a show in Ontario, and this guy gave me a fat ass bag, bro. And I was doing it, and that shit was making like putting a stop to me, bro. But like as a cokehead, I just wait it out for like an hour, and then I'll go do it again.
Yeah.
I'm playing with my life over here, fool.
Yeah, you are.
But
It's
I'm
okay.
done.
You're done. You retire. It's a process, too. I've done all that crazy shit. I took a bong hit of Oxycontin and get dope sick and vomit and then just go to sleep. I'll be like, I'm going to sleep it off. And then sleep for too long, get woken up by your mom, you know, and you're just like, what are you doing, bro? You're burning the candle at both ends. That's what you're doing. You're going to die, so get out. Get out, you know. But not everybody, but a lot of us do it. Like, these stories are so common. That's why I keep telling them. Because I keep getting the messages from my homies, my friends, fan base, whatever the fuck y'all are. I love you. And they just, everybody... Not everybody, but you know, most people just want to get fucked up.
Yeah, man.
I heard this recently, and it made me feel better. It's okay to not be well adjusted when all this shit's going on. You know what I mean? Like you're not. It's okay not to be happy 100% of the time when there's war, this dirty water, fucking blah. You know what's next? Hawaii fires. You know it just never ends. So it's just okay. Just try to get out though, you know.
Yeah.
Go to the positive always.
Yeah, man, it's real scary to see because I feel like I've dealt with it in my family as well, you know, like with other I don't know. Yeah, I've dealt with it within the family. Like I had a family member who was really addicted to Xanax, and I never got into the pills, so I can never really like talk to them about it. But at the same time, being the older sibling, you know, it's kind of
but pills or powders, it's the same thing.
Yeah, you know, and I guess
just
what I'm trying to
different
get at
poison.
is like the thing that sucked the most was like not being able to try to guide someone because they know you're a fucking addict
Oh
too.
yeah, that too.
That's the worst part, you know. It's like, yeah, because I wish I could have helped this person, and I mean, they did some crazy shit too. It was almost like a comparison, like who fucked up the most in the family. Like this person, she fucking bro, she crashed my dad's whip, and then like a week later crashed her shit. She totaled 2 cars in the family.
Ooh, think she's winning.
I was like, bro, like you going back to back, bitch. You crazy as hell. It's my sister. I love her, but
Yeah.
but like she was killing the game, bro. I was like, bro, you make me seem responsible, bitch. Like all I did was get my shit repossessed, but yeah, she.
No, I was definitely that. I owed credit card companies money. They'd call my aunts and uncles and try to shame me, crash my cousin Lulu's car drunk, and cracked the radiator, drove on the sidewalk, and her side view mirrors went boom, you know, from the tree in the wall. She's like, my car almost crashed it into my own house. Just what else? Just too many things, bro.
Hell yeah.
No, I had another one. You inspire me so many stories. Just that, yeah, just wild family. Just like my cousins are nuts. Everybody's nuts. They're fucking.
We're all a little fucked up, man, for
all-
sure. Fuck, man.
Yeah, wild life.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. But I'm, I guess we're kind of both dealing with the same thing. It just I have a future now, and I never had one before. You know, and now I care, and I've been cleaning it up with drugs and alcohol for some time, but now I'm like, okay, now I want a family and a woman and this and that and a house and like to grow up and do the thing.
Yeah,
And
I think
it's
that's
hard,
what we're doing. We're growing up.
Yeah, I just still feel like a fucking high school student when wants to get fucked up, and you know, and it's weird because it's like it gets old. It's not sustainable. Even Ron White got fucking sober. It's not. Who other than Mick Jagger and Willie Nelson, who does it work out for? They're all fucking dead, man.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, it's yeah, definitely. But I feel like it's cool that you realize that at your own time, because I was scared for a long time that I was like that. Like I was like, damn, I don't want to go back to high school, but I feel like my mindset never really changed. Like I still want to get fucked up every weekend. Like, and there'll be times where like I'm coming down from like a bender and I'll be like, will I ever change? You know, like am I going to be a piece of shit for the rest of my life? And then eventually you start to make the turn and you realize it is growing up. You know, not everybody does it at the same time. I feel like a lot of people before had to do it. You know, like the different generations went to different shit or whatever. Obviously, we're more of a softer generation or whatever, so it takes us a little bit longer. There's a lot of more older losers and shit, but we're doing it though. You feel me? Like we're doing it. We made it through the fucking little peephole. Like,
and you are aware of it, and you do want it. And once again, that's 90% of the battle right there. To want it,
yeah. Because
nobody can do it but you. I could tell you to quit cocaine, but ain't nobody gonna do that but you.
Yeah, you know that shit. That's the devil. Like, because it's like we could really be talking right here. If I didn't want to do it, I'd be like, dude, don't care. Like, I'm gonna go do a bump in your own bathroom right now before I leave, you know. Yeah. But it's like I want to now, so it's like they take the advice differently, you know. You actually you embrace it. You're
like, damn. When motherfuckers would tell me things, I'm like, I hate that I know you're right, you know. Yeah. You're just like, oh, I didn't want to hear that. Yeah, that was me enjoying this.
Me at the hospital.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You know, you're like, fuck you, doctor, and they're like, no, we're saving you, bro. Yeah. We are saving your life.
Literally.
Yeah.
But you know, it just takes another person to wipe your ass to make you change your mind. That shit was embarrassing as fuck, bro. This girl, I was in the hospital because I shit myself a lot. Like, I'm lactose and I'm fat. My diet's not the best, obviously. So I do have a lot of accidents. But I was at the hospital, bro. And this girl, like, the girls had, like, pulled up my Instagram, the nurses and shit. So they mentioned, because I told them I was a comic, so they looked me up. They found me and shit. So then, obviously, you know, they came back in. They're like, oh, you're going to get us the free tickets, whatever. You know, I was like, oh, yeah, I got you. I'm going to hook you up, whatever, you know. And then I was like, can you guys help me stand up real quick? Because I felt, like, uncomfortable laying down. And they helped me stood up, but I made so much force when they were helping me. So, like, I had, like, 3 bitches holding me up. I fucking shit myself a little. And it was crazy because it was like...
Now that's a good poop story. But shit on 3 women.
It's because it wasn't like it wasn't like shit didn't just come out. It was like my butt did like a clap. Like, it was just kind of like a quick fart. You know when you do a quick fart and just real quick. It was like that, but wet. It was a splatter. Yeah. So, bro, I looked back and it was just. I was like, my fault. Let me know if y'all still want the tickets. They're like, oh, we're gonna bring somebody to clean you up right now. And that was even more embarrassing because I wish they would have just pretended not to fucking see that shit.
Yeah. They're like, you're like, I'll give you tickets and a meal for that one,
bro.
You get extra.
I shit myself twice at the hospital. That's the worst part. Like, both different. Like, in the ICU, I shit myself, and then in the more down level besides the ICU, I also shit. Like the room that you're about to get out and leave to, I shit myself, bro. And it was
They're like, you're leaving. You're supposed to be good now. What you pooping for?
Why does it keep shitting?
Stop shitting on the floor, sir.
Does that have anything to do with heart failure? Like, no, it's
You're
not.
like, that's for the hospital bill.
Yeah, oh God, for real, bro. That's for the shitty food you guys gave me all week.
Yeah, that's for all that sugar. Give me a vegetable, motherfucker.
Bro.
They just give you fruit cups in that place.
Bro, they got me addicted to fucking vanilla pudding. That was the best. God damn.
Yeah, I forgot how good pudding is.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, because nobody ever buys that, you know?
Yeah, you grow up and you're like, I don't want a snack pack. And then you have one, you're like, oh, shit.
Yes.
That shit is good. I remember that.
Jello pudding is the shit.
I want the brown, white, brown. You know what I mean?
The Walin.
Yeah. I don't know how to talk. You know what I'm trying to say. Wait. No, poopy. Okay, I got a good poop story. We're doing the poop story a little soon. How long we been rolling?
43 minutes.
Okay, yeah. Looks like we're doing. I'd have a poop question at the end, but we're
Oh,
doing,
I got enough
No, we're-
stories.
we'll do poop for another 45.
Yeah.
Dude, I had a little lady over. She's sweet, and we've been dating and shit. And she wore my boxers, you know, as pajamas to walk around. And I woke up, and dog, I found a fucking turd on the boxers. Bro, we'll insert photo here. Look at this. Look at that.
What the fuck?
And I thought, we'll insert here. I thought old girl shit my boxers and left like a turd. And I was like, I finally met my soulmate. There she is. No, but it ended up being my cat vomited a hairball and they look like turds. Because I was inspecting it and I was like, it doesn't smell. Her poop doesn't smell. What is this?
You left it laying there for a couple days just to see
I'm
it?
like, it is like, and then it was my cat, and my cat bamboozled. And then I text her, and she's like, "Oh my god, I didn't read the text. I just saw the boxers," and she questioned her existence. She's like, "I thought I shit your boxers because that's what it looks like."
Hilarious.
And it was a cat. It was a cat. Oh, whoopsie daisies. That's funny, bro. She shit. I mean, she didn't shit. The cat puked. But boy, we both thought, yeah. What else, man? Sorry, help me carry my podcast. No,
Nah, man, there was this girl who took a shit in a hotel room 2 weeks ago. I was with first night. I was like, "Bitch, you crazy as fuck!" Like, she's I had Thai food before, and we fucked. And then she's like, "I'm gonna take a shit." I was like, "All right, cool." I was staying at the hotel because my uncle doesn't have AC, so I got a room for like 2 days.
Yeah,
just to be in the AC. But I met her at the ice house, so she came back with me, and she dropped a fat ass shit, bro, and I forgot about that shit. Like she took a shit and then went to sleep. And then I went to the bathroom to like do a bump of coke. And when I walked in, that shit hit me in the face. I was like, what the fuck? Crazy ass bitch. But that was not even my shit story to tell. But that's
good though. It's funny because I don't care, but also like, how about a match? You know, let's keep some romance alive.
Of course.
I know I'm a dumb guy and I'm farting and shit, but it's like something coming out of a pretty lady. It just hits different, y'all.
Yeah, man. It's like, damn, bitch. Like, you got no respect for me.
Like, yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, you do respect me so much that you took a shit.
It's weird. It's like, I love it, but also like, I don't know. It's a complex world we live in.
Yeah. That shit was cool, but don't do that shit again.
If it's that bad, you go to the lobby.
Yeah.
I'll go too. This is the no pooping.
It's like when somebody takes a shit in the green room. Like, come on, brother. What the bitch? We live it right here, right now. What
you better be headlining. That better be sold out.
Yeah.
Fucking openers bombing the green room, dog. Go to the Gen Pop. Like, toilet.
When the features cousins in the green room and now he takes his shit like, bro,
yeah.
What the fuck you think you are? Like,
yeah, get the fuck. It took me 10 years to get this shit, and you're duking it up. Get the fuck out of here. Go shit out there in the lobby. The
bathroom is for pisses and bumps only.
Yeah, no. You tricked me. Like Craig's back. Fist bumps. What? No, that's weird. I'd rather take the key bump.
Pisses and bumps.
Pisses. Yeah. No more bumps, bro. We'll get it. We'll get you.
Nah, we're done, man. You believe in ghosts?
Uh-huh.
Oh, fuck.
What?
Nah.
You got a ghost hunt?
No, I don't. But I always wanted to ask somebody that.
No, I don't like the name. I would just say energy or spirits.
Okay.
Ghost sounds scary. I don't like that. That's why I got crosses and I keep buying Archangel Michael. I'm like, protect me.
Yeah, bro. Like, there's a part of me that's an adult, but there's a part of me as a kid. Like, I'm scared of the dark. Like, sometimes in hotels, I sleep with the light on and shit, bro.
How are you scared of the dark but you don't believe in ghosts? That's why I'm scared of the dark.
But that's why I say I'm not. That's why I'm saying I don't believe in ghosts. So I'm not scared later at night.
You just manifesting it?
They're not real.
Yeah, they're not real. I'm not.
I don't fuck with that shit, fool. Yeah, bro. But deep down, I don't fuck with that shit at all. Like, that shit's scary. Like, I don't fuck with scary shit, though. Like, in movies, I'll turn that shit off.
Yeah, me neither. It's off. I don't fuck with that. I don't need help. I don't need help going down. I do that very well myself. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and you know when I found out it was okay to be scared of movies, I was with my homeboy who's the same age as me, and we came to LA. We were visiting, and we got a double hotel bed, on a room, and then like we were watching TV, and out of nowhere, Insidious started. And I watched like 10 minutes of it. I was like, I'm gonna turn that bullshit off. And my boy was like, hell yeah, turn that shit off.
Turn that shit
that
off.
shit's scary as fuck.
I can't do that shit. I won't sleep that night. I'll be like, dog, you awake? Oh, okay.
Bro, fuck that.
I'm a fist bump.
I remember when I was like in 7th grade, I had a sleepover and I had to turn the closet light on and everybody was calling me a bitch. And that shit went back to school, bro. Like I had to fight like 3 motherfuckers over that shit. They were like,
that's my nightlight, bitch.
Can't scared of the dark. I had to fight them in the bathroom and shit. I was like, man, fuck y'all.
I got night lights everywhere, bro. I got night light in my bathroom, in the living room, in my bedroom.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I don't have. My cats don't judge me. I don't have to fight them for it. They're like pussy. No, I'm not the. You're the pussy. That was a dad joke. Are you? So where are you based out of now? Are you still just Chicago?
San Fernando Valley, bro. I moved out here. I left my apartment. I was doing both for a while just because I was renting a room out here, which was like, for $500 from my uncle and shit. It wasn't nothing. So I was like, all right, I'll be able to pay my rent over there and then come over here. But eventually, man, you need to be out here. Like there's
too much action.
Yeah, I was getting getting spots like with Martin Ramini at the store. So I was like, bro, me being a comedy fan, I was like, the fuck, like I got a spot at the store. Like I need to be in LA. What the fuck am I doing here in Chicago? So eventually, I let go of my apartment. I ended my lease, and I just made the change full time here now. We're on the road a lot, like every weekend basically. So it's hard to do spots out here during the week, but right now, like this past month, I was here all month, and I was able to do some spots, network. I mean, even doing stuff like this, just because I'm showing face at the clubs and other people get to see you perform. So I'm kind of living the whole.
No, because I knew about you from the internet and what you just said. Sorry to interrupt, but like I saw you murder in the lab, and then I saw you murder in the main room at the Improv, and immediately I was like, I'm getting you on my pod, fool. You were cracking me the fuck up.
The lab show was weird, huh?
That was a weird one. I went dark though. I made a mistake, but it was a weird crowd, and but that Improv one was cracking. The one we both were on.
That one was fun,
that one
man.
Was fire. The lab gets a little weird. It's hit or miss, but the main room's fire, and just exactly that. Like I always thought you were funny, but then seeing you murder like that, I was like, I gotta get this fool on my pod, bro.
Appreciate that shit, man. Yeah, I love doing spots because it's like it's outside of your fan base, so it's like you got to see really like, because sometimes you start doing like the Latino stuff too much, you lean into that shit. Like I never want to be that guy, you feel me? Like I want to be like you, like nobody knows you're Mexican, you feel me? Like,
I tell them every time, they're like, bullshit.
Yeah, I want to be like that. So yeah, to be able to do those spots is fucking. I mean, to me, like I'm still taking it all in, bro. Like I'm only a student of the game, and I'm a fan.
How
of
long
this
you
shit.
been in the game?
This year was my 5th year with COVID and everything. We didn't do shit that year, so.
Oh, bro, no, you're so ahead of the game. You're already headlining 5 years in and selling out. You're on your fucking way. We'll just get rid of that goddamn devil's dandruff, and you'll be a millionaire and healthy, and you're good, doggy.
And the good thing is too, like we were talking about addictions. Like I got addicted to this too. Like I'm addicted to.
This is a good addiction. This will help you replace the bullshit. Yeah. Because without a healthy addiction, I mean, I'm being real honest, none of us stand a chance. Like you need a replacer.
Yeah, and I always told people, like people always ask me like how much do you like stand up? Like my worst night in stand up is better than my best night on coke. You know what I'm saying? So I love it so much that I just want to stay hungry, stay thirsty, keep my pen hot. Because this is the moment where a lot of people kind of like, oh, I got it, you know. And it's like I don't want to never be that guy. I only want to learn as much as I can. Do these type of things, you know. Sorry, I was late, you know, my bad.
Oh no, it's all good.
But like I never want to be that guy that's like doing shit whenever he wants. Like I want to just learn and take in as much as possible.
No, that's a good
Thank
attitude.
you for having me, man.
That's what keeps you sharp. That's what keeps you humble.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, the shit fucking, yeah, God'll humble your ass real quick with that shitting on them nurses, huh?
Put me right back in that motherfucker.
You're like, oh shit.
Yes.
My bad, God.
But that and that's comedy too. Like, cause I was doing just the last week before I went to the hospital on Friday, but on Tuesday I did my last few spots before I canceled the rest, and I did a spot at 8 p.m. at the Ice House, and then I did a 10 p.m. spot at the Laugh Factory on Tuesday. Well, the 8 p.m. show was sold out, mostly Latinos. Like I fucking murdered, bro. And then I went and did the spot at the Laugh Factory, and I ate shit, bro. I ate shit, and it's like that's why I love comedy. Because like, man, I was on my way there. I was like, man, I'm a fucking like I'm him, bro.
I am so
like I'm
funny.
him. And then you go and you get fucking humbled real quick, and it's like that's the game, man. You gotta come in like in different rooms, different. You know, you gotta read the room. You're not just gonna go up there and do, you know, cocaine jokes and everybody's gonna love them. Like, nah, read the room, you know. So that's why I like having range and shit. But it is humbling still, and I love that shit. I love being humbled.
It is the best.
Yeah.
I just, that happens too often too. You're just like on cloud fucking 9 King Kong, and then just like, nope. You're like, did this thing, is this on? Is this working? Like that bit, but it's not a bit. You're just like, I don't know what happened. I said the same thing over there. Murdered here. I'm an asshole. I don't understand it.
And that feeling it becomes very you never become comfortable with that feeling, but it's very addicting because you even as an open micer, you might have a good show, you know, you do a showcase and then you're like, well, fucking, I murdered, and let me go do a mic, and then you go do a mic and you eat shit, and it's just like, man, I could have ended off my night on a good note, but I came and fucked it up. I feel like you never.
I'm done with that nonsense.
Yeah.
Like, if I have a good one and there's a not so good one, I'm like, I'm good. Yeah. I've learned that lesson too many times of being here. And then I don't mind being humble, but if I can go to bed positive, I'm choosing positive.
And I'm saying sometimes you don't have the option because sometimes we're booked on 2 shows.
I got you.
But doing an actual showcase,
yeah.
And then having that happen is just like, fuck, man. Like, I thought I was gonna have a double decker, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, these are for the one nighters, you know. Obviously, we don't want to start a pattern and shit. Like,
yeah.
But there's just every once in a while you get those, and it's just like fuck. And I had it on Tuesday, and there was I needed that shit though, because it was like, all right, I was on a fucking roll. Like I was doing a few of the improvs, I was fucking killing shit, but I needed that shit. And then I went to the hospital, so I was like, I definitely needed that also. But it felt good yesterday being back on stage at Levity Live, bro. Fucking, it was sold out. Oh my god, bro. It was just kind of like I felt like a fucking. Like I was like reborn, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god, just being able to be on stage and do your craft like healthy.
Because you found the thing you're meant to do.
Hell yeah, man.
That's
I love that shit, man. I love that shit so much.
And we can have a real sobriety talk after this shit if you want, or right here. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we could talk about it. I mean,
I will do it because I know I struggle with it still, and I'm 10 years off narcotics. Here's my general advice to any motherfucker that is seeking sobriety. I'm just using you for example. If you're into cocaine and your friends are doing cocaine, you need to get rid of your friends. Or you need to tell them, I'm done with cocaine. And if they honor that, they're still a friend. And if they try to push shit on you and you told them, I'm done, that ain't a friend, bro. You got to change your circle. I was so afraid of that because my whole life was all druggies. I sold drugs. I was friends with all the drug dealers. It was the whole thing. And I quit, and I'm like, who do I hang out with? I then found comedy. So I replaced my druggie circle and with comedy. And then the never-ending struggle of replacing it with healthy shit, which is hard, you know, cuz I like the shit. I like, you know, it's fun to run from police and this and that. It's exciting. So getting addicted to healthy hobbies as opposed to that's it, man, and just praying to God and or whatever source, Buddha, Allah, and just saying like that serenity prayer, like I can control what I can control. Anything out of my control, I'm fucking that. Yeah, that's my whole shit. It's just hard, dude. It's fucking hard, dude.
Yeah, but I want to do it, so I think that.
Yeah.
So thank you for that.
Yeah, I got too real there. I just got sad too.
But that's not.
I don't want to be sober anymore. As I'm giving you a speech, I'm being sober.
Shit is lame as fuck, man.
Just fucking won't get fucked up. Hey, man, you got any more?
Nah, man, we're doing it though, man. We're fucking.
You gotta do it though because like, man,
But
everybody dies, dude. It's fucking crazy.
But you're a huge influence too. There's a lot of people out there that look up to you because of your sobriety, and they're like, fuck, like, because you're fucking cool as fuck. Like, you look like you're still fucking.
I know.
Deep in drugs. You feel me? Like, so you can look like it, but you don't have to be on it. You feel me?
You don't gotta do heroin or coke or whatever your shit is. Yeah, I'm just tired of friends dying, families dying, people in jail. It's fucking awful, dude. They just overdosing like motherfuckers, and I don't want to talk about it 'cause it's so sad, but I want to talk about it because let's save some fucking souls, you know?
Hell yeah.
Anyways, let's talk about farts. Let's get out of here.
Yeah,
let's
man,
get out of
let's
here.
do
Too
it.
serious. That's our TED Talk right there. We'll get back to it.
That's right.
That's it. Hang on. Let me get some more. I had a gang of notes. For my soul. Oh, that's the caca stain right there. That's the caca stain. I be taking podcast notes because
You got to, man. You got to keep the bulletins and stuff. Bullet points, that's what I do.
Except I read my own notes and I never understand them.
What the fuck is this guy talking about? It's me.
What the fuck is this shit?
What happened this week?
It's fucking
nothing, man. I give a shit
nothing
about
I want to talk about anymore. It seemed like such great ideas at the time. Like, what the fuck? Oh, this is funny because I laughed at fucked up shit, and I was on the plane high, and I was laughing at an old man crawling upstairs into a above ground pool, and you just see him slowly like fall the wrong way, and you're like, fall forward. I lost my shit, bro. I'm noise canceling headphones to everyone around me starts laughing like, what are you laughing at? But you know, it's kind of fucked up. Like, this old guy just totally broke his head and hip. And then the flight attendant stewardess lady, she came up and she's like, what is it? I must know. And I showed her, and she got like a real fucked up look on her face, like, why are you laughing at that? And then I felt bad about what I'm laughing at. I'm like, don't put your shit on me. You asked.
Yeah.
That's funny. That is funny. You just see him. We'll insert the link in the clip here. Damn, dog. I'll show it to you. See if you think it's funny. I hope I can find it. I should have copy and pasted.
I love fucked up shit, bro.
It's funny, bro.
Bro, I be laughing at some fucked up shit. Like on Twitter, you gotta be careful, bro. Cause there be videos of people dying, and I be laughing.
Yeah, that one's.
I be like, I don't think that fool made it, dog. Fuck. Or like when people like climb electric poles and start dancing, and then they get shocked. It's like, bro, what the fuck were you expecting? Like, what? You got toasted.
I gotta stop watching that shit. 'Cause there'll be shootings and shit. But like, if somebody breaks in somebody's house and they get shot, I don't know why. I'm like, yeah, that's what you get.
Yeah.
I know that's crazy though, but he did go into their home. Anyways, here's the video. Watch this shit. See if you think that's fun. He's gonna insert it.
Fuck.
Oh, what happened?
Discard. I'm exiting the camera.
Let me see if this brings you joy. It's a good The stairs too. Did you see the stairs?
Yeah, he went
took
right through
everything
them.
with him.
Why the fuck doesn't he fall in the
insert
pool?
the clip here.
Bro, he could have just saved himself so much fucking pain falling into the pool.
I've been watching that on repeat.
There's got to be like a brain lag, though. When you get
watching
old,
that on repeat.
like when you get old, your brain's like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like tweak out.
That's why it's so funny to me. If he just leaned in, and if he chose love and not fear, the love was the pool and safety and maybe a scratch. Behind him was 6 stairs in the floor.
Shit, when a motherfucker like that though, you don't even know what's safe or not. He probably would have fell in the pool and drowned.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Where's it?
There's no winning. Fuck.
It was Obama's chef. Hey!
Oh shit.
That's dark. That's dark. Anyways, namaste. No. I had more notes, but that was the only one worth talking about. I ain't looking at my fucking phone
you're
and this
good,
bullshit. Yeah, but I get in my head a lot. I was like, I didn't mean to be preachy, but
Nah, man, I appreciate everything you said to me.
it's all out of love and respect. It's never a place of, I told you. It's like, no, I understand way too well.
Yeah, I feel like because we understand each other too. Like, and this is not even as comics, but more as junkies.
Yeah.
Like you feel. I don't know about you, but like I got friends that think certain shit's funny too. That's not to me on a different level. Like I'll watch a motherfucker die on your phone and I'll laugh my ass off. But sometimes there's my friends will watch videos of like, I don't know if you've ever seen these kids. Like they're like some people that go and they interview junkies. And they kind of like almost do it in a mocking way of like, how'd you end up being homeless? Or some of them are called like something crackheads. Some I don't know, but like every time I see those videos of like them interviewing like people who are going through a hard time, I never find that funny. I always find it kind of, and I never got to that point in my life, but I was almost like feel them and like
I always sympathize with him. I'm like, hey man, you don't know his story. What happened? You don't know.
Yeah, bro.
What's his side?
It gives me a real, I guess, a real tender spot for people who are homeless because of drug use. Sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
It makes me sympathize more, but maybe
because I realized I could have been them. I think
Yeah.
that's what it is. Or that's how I feel. I was like, dang, I wasn't that far off. I had a loving system, and shout out to Mama and unconditional love, because without that, I probably would have. Because that daddy would have been like, you crazy, dude. You tweaker. You're going to take my guns and my money and get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you know, and
He's not wrong.
Yeah. I mean, respect. I respect. You know damn well I would have. I'm a piece of shit, boy. But yeah, man. I don't know. I feel like so I'm not saying drugs made me a better person, but it kind of changes your perspective a
They
little
can
bit.
in the sense of out of bad can come something good, because the drugs may have woken you up to then become form like Voltron and be a phoenix rising from the ashes. But then if you lose your kids, your house, your teeth, it's not, you got to get out. You got to get out.
Yeah, man. I was starting. I know you talk about the losing the tooth.
Yeah.
I was getting to that fucking point, bro. My shit. I got little teeth, but my gums were starting to fucking
It'll get you.
hurt, itch. I was fucking. They were bleeding and shit.
We'll give you some coconut oil.
Yeah, I had to get my shit back in order, bro.
Yeah, we got you, bro. All right, I think that's it. We'll do a couple more poop stories since you got so many. A good one, man. That shitting on the nurses was fire.
Oh man, that one. It was bad though, man. And then the worst part was the second time I shit myself. It was lunchtime, so they're like, "Oh, we're gonna pick you up so you can eat." And I was like, "Nah, like, don't touch me right now."
No, I got it. No pressure.
shit
No
myself.
added pressure.
And I told him, I was like, "Can you guys just cut through my boxers, and I'm gonna just take them off, wipe my ass with them, and throw it out." I got another. I literally brought a box of boxers to the hospital because I knew how much I shit myself. And like Renee brought it for me. Shout out my boy Renee Baca. And then they were like, "Nah, we don't want to cut them. We'll just take them off. And like they're expensive boxers." I was like, "Bro, I don't give a shit. Like, cut them. I don't want you guys to wipe my ass. Like, I don't want you." They're like, "Nah, we'll just take them off." So then I had fucking like 2 girls taking off my fucking boxers, like with full of shit in them, and then it's fucking. It's like I feel like a changing baby. Like they were changing a baby, you know.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, wah, you know? So they fucking took them off. They cleaned my ass. And I was like, I'll just clean it myself. They're like, "Nah, we got it." It's like a fuck. I was like, "Bitch, I want to do it." Like, but they did it, you know. I was like, whatever. And after that, I wanted to go to the bathroom and take a shit, like to finish taking the shit, and they wouldn't let me. They're like, "Nah, because like your blood clots, you need to do it right here." So they made me just take a shit in one of those like chairs, it's like a fucking kid porta potty too.
They needed a I had to help my with my mom and my grandma. We had that chair, the bucket chair.
Yeah, the bucket chair, bro. But it was like not stopping, bro. Like I was shitting, bro. Like I was scared that the shit was gonna.
You filled up the bucket.
I was scared it was gonna fucking like start. Like I was like you ever change a car oil? Like when you get all the oil out. Like it's like you gotta be careful with that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like it was that much shit, bro. Like I was like, yo, my bad. You feel me? Like
I need the 5 gallon. What is this? 3
Yeah,
gallon.
like,
what is
what
this
the
pussy boy shit?
they brought me the
This
sampler.
America. You bring me the 5 gallon bucket.
I needed
I'm
that
pooping.
shit.
I already shit on 3 nurses. You think this is a game?
Bro, it was bad. Like I know they hated me. Every time they put my sheets down on the bed, because my sheets got changed out like eight times. They would just put like you ever seen those like when you get a puppy and you gotta put like
The pee-pee
pads.
poo-poo pad.
They're putting shit pads on my
You
bed.
just got a tarp from Home Depot.
Bro,
Get the tarp. Get
for
the tarp.
real, bro, car cover and shit. but they gotta be
Get the
careful.
barbecue cover.
Bro, they got mad, bro. They got mad at me for sure for shitting everywhere. But that's just who I am. I've always shat myself. I shit myself at work all the time when I don't work no more. But
Do you know about torpedoes?
Nah.
Or what my family calls torpedoes?
what's that?
It's the paper towel wadded up in the shape of a torpedo, and you put one in your butt crack to help for skid marks. That's what my family calls torpedoes.
Nah, I ain't doing that.
And growing up, I always found little torpedoes all over
What
the floor.
the
From
all
my
over the
head.
floor?
Yeah, not all over, but
They
it
didn't
would be
give a
like
fuck
one or
about
two
you.
here and there every now and again. It wasn't like covered. Let's be clear here. My
Just
family's
got a
slightly.
pile of 'em?
This is
Goddamn.
fucking- we're not that disgusting.
That's a torpedo pile. Watch out, yo.
You're like, I have my limits. I only shit on nurses.
Bro,
Dude, that's so funny.
I used to lease apartments, and my boss one time he brought me a fat ass bag of candy to give out for Halloween. But bro, like it was like a real estate office. Nobody's gonna come trick or treat there.
Yeah.
So I was fucking eating all of them, bro. And I ate all the fucking chocolates. And then on that was all morning Halloween. And then like around 4:30 when the kids got out of school and started trick or treating, I had already finished all the fucking candy. And in one of them, the kid he buzzed the door. So I went up to get it, and when I went up to get it, I shit myself, fool, like bad, because it was all the dairy from the chocolate.
Yeah.
Bro, like there's like a line of kids at the door. They were all trick or treating, and I was like, it's no candy, bro. It's no candy. And then there was a sign at the door that said ring buzzard for candy. And I just kept saying that, so I just looked like a fat ass, like. But I had ate it all, but I still had shit myself.
You're like, look at me, kids. God's punished me
Bro,
right now
bro.
for what I did.
And like the kids were like, "Well, just come here and talk to us." Like, but I didn't want to walk up because I had, like, bro,
You're like,
I got shit all over my back. You feel me? Like, I was tucking in my shirt because it was business attire. So like the shit, instead of like going, up it just went up my shirt, up my back. Fool. It was a lot of shit. I shit myself a lot, bro.
Wow, that's fantastic.
It's not, man. It's the worst, actually. Sometimes
It is the worst.
Yeah.
My uncle be shitting a lot. He shit at this sanctuary in Mexico. They locked the bathroom on him, so he just shit on it.
Oh my god.
He's like, I'm out of here. He's crazy, bro. I ain't naming them. I got a lot of uncles. It's nobody.
And you'll learn.
Nobody knows who you are,
Right.
but I do.
When you're on cocaine too, you shit a lot because a lot of it is cut with laxatives.
Yeah, I talked about that many a times, and most of my adult shitting stories is cocaine cut with baby laxatives.
Yeah.
I shit at my dad's house on the white carpet, black liquid just left a stain. I'm a grown man taking a shower at my dad's house. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing, bro? I don't live there, you know." I was like, "I shit my pants. You got any carpet stain remover? You got a problem in the bedroom there." I shit at I was a loan officer at American Home Loans. It was like casual Friday. I wear shorts and I had boxers. Same thing. Night before cocaine bender, baby laxative, shit down on my leg. Took a shower and in the sink, booty wash. And then I carpooled my buddy, Jimmy, and he drove that day. But I had doo-doo. So I was like, yo, bro, I'm hungry. Let me go to lunch. I was going to go buy underwear and shorts. And he's like, no, we'll go together like we do every fucking day ever, all the time. I was like, yeah, I'm really hungry, and he's like, no, fool, you're not getting my truck. I was like, I shit my pants. And then he told the whole office and emailed everybody. And I had skid marks, and I ended up quitting pretty quick.
Fuck, bro.
It's a shame, you know. You can't. I'm the poo-poo boy in that office. It's one thing amongst your family, but at an office, you know, comedy's fine.
Bro, you just reminded me. You told the story about borrowing your friend's car. I remember I used to do that shit for lunch. Me and my boy, we wouldn't go together, but I'll go half hour early, so he'll let me borrow his car to go get some food. Cause you know when you're a fucking cokehead, you got no money for shit. I was broke as fuck for like the last 10 years of my life, and I remember this has nothing to do with shitting, but I remember being a nice guy, like, and also a cokehead, how it fucked me. I told my boy, I was like, let me borrow your car real quick, I'm gonna get some lunch. And he's like, cool. And I had like $12 on me, bro. And then I asked my boss like an idiot. I was like, hey man, I'm going to Popeyes. You want anything? And he said, yeah. That motherfucker got like a 2-piece and I remember the order. It was like a 2-piece chicken biscuit with a side of dirty rice. My total was like $11.50, bro.
For him only?
I brought him for lunch and I didn't eat shit that day.
Oh man, you're nice.
And he's like rich as fuck. He's a bank manager, bro. I was working at PNC Bank. I was a teller, bro. But I was just, I mean, I was making okay money, but I was just so broke because
I get it, bro.
on benders. But dude, that shit, like, I'll every time somebody asks me a funny story, like, that one was hilarious to me because, like, I was on the way from the Popeyes drive-thru, like, just smelling that shit, like, fuck, that could have been my lunch. But because I asked him if he wanted anything, this motherfucker
You're
said
like,
yes.
yeah, give me $20,
bro.
Lunch.
You know, and it was just, I don't know, man. It was that story's just funny to me.
That is funny.
You ever have those stories of like being super broke, like?
Yeah, I same thing. Usually drug related. I didn't have tags on my car because whenever I would get money to pay for the car, I would just go get a bag or whatever and do that instead.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't open my mail for 2 years. I didn't even have sheets on my bed for 2 years. It was just a gray outline. It got real dark, bro. Just drinking, smoking, sniffing, whatever. Just dark days. Dog.
I remember like taking Ubers and not having enough money for the Uber, so I had to like walk until I could afford it.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh, that's funny. You're making me remember. I remember cash advancing because the bank would allow you to text money into your account right in the app and be at the bar and they go to charge. I'm like, hang on, and then I'm like, okay, try now, just for a beer.
Yeah.
Just to get a beer. Cash advancing for beer.
Yeah.
And then what else?
I had all the apps.
Oh, God.
Get $50 right now. I had all that shit, bro. Earn it, Dave. I should be the one on the Dave commercials.
Or expired credit cards, expired debit cards that didn't work. So I'd go to bars and be like, drinks on me. And then I'd give them the card, but it didn't work. And then I'd just be drunk on cocaine and run. What are they going to do? What are they going to do? What are you going to do? You gonna get anything? I ain't got nothing, bro. I'm a junkie. What are you gonna get? My tooth? What are you gonna get?
Got him.
Anyways, that's bad behavior. Don't do that. But I'm just saying, it was darkness. It's darkness. Now I believe in the law of cause and effect and karma and shit. I'm like, oh God, what do I gotta pay for all that shit? What do I gotta pay?
Fuck.
I know, but it's okay. We do good. We're saving lives. We're doing comedy. We're helping these fuckers.
Hell yeah.
You know, I say that all the time. We're on the side of the angels. We bring joy. We laugh. We make people laugh. That's good.
Hell yeah.
So what if we may have shit on some hookers? No, I'm just kidding. That's a joke. That's it, bro. I just love you, and I'm excited to see your future, and I'm very happy that you want to get sober, and I'm proud of you, and it's respect, bro.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you having me, man. Otherwise words, man, I take it in, and I'm gonna embrace it, you know.
And it's one day at a time too. It's hard. Don't put pressure. Pressure's the enemy. It's okay. So you fuck up, big whoop, get back at it.
Yeah.
Big whoop. So what? You know, like some motherfuckers. I'll say one more knowledge thing. Like the analogy, like. I used to drink and smoke and sniff fucking daily. So much. All day, every day. And let's just say I relapsed like one time in 5 years. So I did cocaine one time in 5 years. I used to do it 5 times a day. That's still good. But, you know, don't take it as like, oh, I fucked up my whole thing. Time to go down. Nah. You made one little whoopsie daisy. It's all good. On to the, no big deal. You know, that's because I don't like the pressure sometimes in some sober communities. Like, don't you... Obviously don't, because sometimes your life depends on it. But if you slip up, it's all right. Get fucking back up. Try that shit again. You'll win. You'll get out, you know. it's hard and it takes time. And there's a saying in the community, like it takes 10 years to get 1 year. It takes 10 years of trying to get 1 year of actually being sober. Because it's fucking hard, man. If it was easy, everybody would do it. It ain't. But it's doable. I'm here. I'm proof. My cat's sober. Look at, he's proof. And yeah, that's my last little fucking little preachy moment. But yeah, just you are funny as shit. And I'm excited to see all the things you do, man.
Thank you, bro. Likewise, and man, it's a pleasure seeing you blow up as well. Get the flowers you deserve. Congrats on the Comedy Central stuff, man.
Thank you, bro. Yeah, that shit comes out in September. That's cracking right there.
Hell yeah.
We fucking winning, dog.
Let's get it, man.
Let's get it. God bless. I love you all. Thank you for tuning in, and you know what it is. Peace and love, baby.
That's right.